Hey Maggie. Hey Crystal J. Hey Jane. Oh, I wish we were all around the fire. It's very nice. Hey Welsh Hammer. Maggie. Yeah, it's nice and cool. It's beautiful out. There's look at the sky, how pretty. It's there's a few stars out. Not too many. There's too much light pollution. Yeah, that was a fun show. It was neat to see everybody in costume. I love costumes. I love seeing all the different ones.
Did you bring the gas off your on the griller?
Yeah. I'm gonna say hi. I'm live.
Huh?
I'm live on you
You would.
live
Life with what?
on YouTube. Just,
Did you find these little starter things?
no, there was little starter sticks in the pile of the wood. Oh, I love that fire. So nice. See if I can get a better view of the. Looks just like a window on my screen. Just looking into a window. I don't know, you might be able to hear the sound of the pump in the background. If it's too loud, let me know. I'll turn it off for a little bit. Jane says hi, babe.
Who?
Jane. My husband doesn't pay attention to anything. Okay, thank you, Maggie.
When you put these little sticks in, they were from the early owners in the front, the dead ones which are keeping.
That's a great idea, Crystal. I'm gonna mosey over here and get some more wood for the fire. Just grab my globe. Just a couple more pieces.
Who is working there?
Just a few people. Just a few friends. In Arizona. Yeah, Phoenix. Look at that sky. We do have pretty sunsets here, though. I can't complain about those. They're just so full and with vibrant color and. Hey, Paradox Fossils. Paradox Fossils. You gonna put more in there? There's my hubby putting a few more pieces of wood in there. just thought this was a good idea to share a fire on Halloween. You come outside and you could smell other fire pits going on, so I'm like, what the heck? I'll start mine. Ours. Oh, I love sitting and watching a fire. Happy Halloween, everybody. I hope your evening has all been wonderful and full of joy and surprise and magic, mystery. We cooked a steak tonight, and it's our anniversary. So we made I barbecued a T-bone, a baked potato, and some macaroni salad. Thank you, Maggie. Thank you. There's a whole story with the Halloween anniversary thing. The day that my life changed was on Halloween, so what better day to tie the knot on? Yeah, it was good. I love grilling a steak. Steak tastes better on the fire. Everything tastes better flame broiled or touched by the fire. You put some more? We're gonna have a bonfire, huh?
Yeah.
Just throw it all in. It'll shrink. It'll shrink. Hey, Moggs. Got meat. Sit down and enjoy the fire as long as you feel like it. I just thought I'd have a little fire and share. That was a nice show. Thank you, Moggs, for having that Halloween show. That was nice. It was fun to put on a mask and hang out with good people. Look crazy. Yeah, I feel good hanging out there on your channel. It's comfy, it's very inviting. I'm finally getting over the being nervous on camera a little bit better. So thank you for helping me through that. It's nice. Yeah, he is. got the saw. Ooh, look at those embers. Hey, Judy. That noise is my hubby sawing through a board. Judy's waving hello to you, babe. Judy's waving hello to you. Okay, he said K. Ooh. Now it's popping. So I can get closer. My chair. When I was little, we had a fireplace in our first the house that we were born in. Not like literally, but the fireplace we had there. We all would lay down in front of it with our one little blanket and a pillow, and that fire would burn all night. It just brings back really nice, warm memories from being a child, when you feel safe and not a worry in the world. Mike! Ooh, getting some firecrackers. Oh, I got bottle rockets. Oh, Brandorf! Hello. Is it? Is it illegal? Only if you get caught, though, isn't it? I'm just kidding. I don't do those things. But they're old, though. I've had them for a long time. I got them, picked them up in Mexico. We used to go once a year there. Boy, you can get some good fireworks over there. They probably don't even work anymore. Littlefoot's grandma. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for coming in, everyone. Just wanted to share a fire, and this is like how I would like to have it. With have a big fire, have everyone with like mind, all sitting around, sharing our stories, somewhere in a beautiful forest for like a week. That would be awesome. Yeah, it's nice. Mike, wanna go lobster hunting? Mike wants to see the blue lobster. Ooh, yeah, the rim. That's not too far from here. Hey, Jeff. I guarantee you, if I pull out the black light right now and walk about 10 feet from where I'm sitting, I guarantee you there'll be a scorpion somewhere. I saw just a baby tiny one the size of your thumbnail. This was just yesterday. I mopped I think yesterday, the day before, and I threw out the mop water, and a tiny one. Oh my goodness, he was so little. Poor little thing. I dumped the mop water on his house. I hope he found another house. I don't kill them anymore. I never killed them, but my husband killed one, and I freaked out. It freaked me out. I didn't think I'd react that way, but I don't kill them. I relocate them. They don't bother me. If they don't bother me, I don't bother them. Yeah. Oh, we found one. You want to see one? Here. Yeah, they're pretty. Ooh, that's a beautiful one. Look at this. Isn't he beautiful? Oh my goodness. Lobster, Mike. Yeah, we hadn't seen them in years and years, and then one day we were out with the black light, and we found like 9 in the yard, and we're like, what? Oh, well, we kept finding them in the house too. So I've been here for about 11 years now in Phoenix, and all those years we've never had one. And then all of a sudden we started finding them in the house. So it's the year of the scorpions. Yeah, they're beautiful with that black light. They shine. They light up. I never thought I would take a liking to them until now. They don't bother you. You know, the movies make them look like all scary and they come after you, and no, they run. Or they don't do anything. They just do what they do. Geckos, we have a lot of lizards here. I think I've seen one that resembled a gecko. They have the little round little tips of their fingers. Is that a gecko? I've seen a few of those here. But my cat likes to eat them, so if he can catch one, he'll eat it. Hey Lulu, Danny, thank you guys for coming in. I just wanted to share a fire, and we just shared a scorpion. Happy Halloween to everyone. This is the backyard. Over there is a little raised garden bed, and I got it's a nightshade garden. So in there I've got growing some red, yellow, and green bell peppers and an eggplant. Huh?
That's the only one.
That was the only one?
Yeah.
Unusual. That's me, Silverleaf. Oops. Yeah, I had a bigger garden, but when I leave for the summer, everything just doesn't make it. So I decided to have something smaller. But I grew corn, and I've grown squash and cherry tomatoes. What else have I grown in there? Oh, lots of lettuce and arugula, green onions, chard, Swiss chard, kale, spinach. Yeah. Ooh, it was a dwarf spinach, actually, brown dwarf. That stuff is good. It's thick. The leaves are thick when you grow them yourself. I had a lot of spinach. I had right here where that fire pit is at, right in the crack where the white rocks are at. I had an arugula, a volunteer arugula growing right there, and it grew into a bush. The thing was like 3 feet tall. Ooh, kale's good. Kale's awesome. Have you ever tried fried kale? You just kind of fry it in oil and it gets crispy like chips. It's really good. Oh, and I've grown cilantro and jalapenos. Jalapenos, I couldn't even... Boy, those were very abundant that year. They just kept producing and producing. It was unbelievable. And I had a cilantro bush too. I don't know how it grew right out of the rocks. I didn't even do anything. It was a volunteer seed fell in there, and right out of the rocks a huge bush grew of cilantro. So I had a lot of cilantro. I love cilantro. Yeah, salsa garden. Oh, thanks, Mike. Oh, thank you. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Oh, and I've grown turnips too. Turnips and radishes, corn. I tried growing some kanaf, but that didn't work out very well. But I have some Indian glass corn, and it's beautiful. It's instead of those yellow kernels, you have like blue and like purple and kind of reddish and green, and they actually are like see-through. The color looks like glass. It really looks like glass on the cob. It's beautiful, but it's not. I have seeds. I just haven't planted them yet. Yeah, I had a little compost area, and every time I turned it, and when it was ready, I'd throw it in the garden, and poof, you get all these volunteers. You're like, whoa! I had a cherry tomato. It grew up my tree. It grew up. It was taller than me. That I don't know. It was crazy. Oh whoa! Really? Hey Michelle. Mmm. Yeah, that is a good soup. That sounds like a wonderful soup. I love making soups like that. I used to work in the kitchen at the restaurant where I used to live up on the mountain, and I was a dishwasher. And at the end of the week, the cook would grab all the veggies and everything, and she'd throw it all in a pot and make the most delicious soup you've ever had. It was just, and I like to do that here too. So I kind of kept that little tradition. At the end of the week, I just whatever's in the fridge, just grab it all and throw it in a pot. Of course, with the right seasonings and stuff, the right stock. Ooh, okra! I love okra. I have grown okra here. I just it was my first time with okra though. If you wait too long to harvest, it tastes like wood. Mmm. That sounds kind of like that jambalaya recipe, Michelle. Yeah, I like all the veggies. I'm gonna put another log in there. Fire's fire's settling. Hey, puppy, what you doing? What you doing? What are you doing? Hmm? Sorry about that pump. The noise of that pump. Uh-oh. It's hot. There, that's better. I didn't put my glove on. Yeah, this is my first live Mogs. I just like what it's like. I've never had one before. I was like, oh, really wanted to share a fire with everyone. Hey, Derek. Ooh, these aren't fireproof gloves, so they're gonna melt. That's okay. Littlefoot's grandma, hello. Oh, you did a live too, Derek? Awesome. We were we had our special dinner tonight, and then I hopped on YouTube and found Mog's live, and everybody's wearing a costume. I like that. I like being part of something like that. I mean, just because we're adults doesn't mean that we can't play. I think we play better. Thank you, Judy. Yeah, Derek, were you on camera or did you? Oh, should I miss some of the chat? Oh, was that? Tell Stevie thank you if she was talking to me. I don't know. I know, right, Mike? Um, you know, I agree. Yes, you were. Oh, neat. You went live trick or treating, Derek? That's awesome.
No.
Oh, that's neat. Oh, that's neat, Maggie. I went to this was the biggest costume party ever. I went to a Comic-Con and it was in LA. You might know where this is at, Browndorf. I don't remember exactly the name of the building, but it was a building that has like concerts and things. But there was a Comic Con there, and I got to meet Lou Ferrigno. Lou Ferrigno was there. That's all that really mattered to me. I didn't care who else was there really. Oh, the guy who plays Hellboy. I can't remember his name. He was there, and when I was taking a snapshot of Lou Ferrigno, the guy Hellboy was in the background, so I got both of them. So it was a 2 for 1. It was a twofer. But yeah, I got to take a picture with him, and then he's been here in Phoenix. He did a kind of like a meet and greet thing, and he had some posters. We got posters, and so we went down to see him while he was here. But that was really neat, that Comic Con and all the costumes. People go all out with those costumes. They get all kinds of materials that they have, and they fashion them together in a way where you look like you're looking at props from a movie. Like some professionally done things, costumes, and the makeup, and wow, what a neat experience that was. Yeah, I think so. I think so. The guy with the big old jaw and the flat top blonde hair and the mustache. I'm pretty sure that was Hellboy. Yeah, that Comic Con was awesome. That was so neat. I mean, there was Spider-Man was there, several, and there were all the animated characters. What's that called? Japanese anime. All those characters, and oh, there were some good ones. Yeah, that was really neat experience. I remember when we were going to that Comic Con, how I said the name of the building. I got laughed at because it was, what was it? What was the name of that building? Uh, I went with a couple friends, and I've never really explored California. I left as a teenager, so I never got to explore it as an adult. So I don't know my way around there. So, but that building, what was it called? Can't remember. Hopefully it'll come to mind. But yeah, they were laughing at me because how I was saying the name. Oh wow, snow! Oh, I missed the snow. I really do miss the snow. When I lived up on that mountain in the forest, we had snow up to your knees, and our the pipes froze one season, and I had to go down to the creek to get water, and then I was trying to melt snow, but that wasn't. If you ever try to melt snow for water for like a shower or anything, you're gonna be using a lot of snow because you can grab a whole bucket and it'll melt down to like not even enough to like wash 2 feet. So, uh, don't melt yellow snow and don't eat it. Yeah, those were good times though. You learn. You can't you it's not for the weak, living in the mountains. I had to chop my own wood, and I didn't have an AC. I didn't have a heater. I had a huge stove, cast iron stove in the living room, and I used to chop wood and actually sell it just for extra money. I would go and tie a big old tree that I'd find in the forest and drag it home, and then cut it up, and usually it would end up with a couple cords, and anything extra I'd bundle it up and sell it out of the back of my Bronco. So that was good. People were always buying bundles of wood. So I had to learn how to use a chainsaw and an axe. But that was a really nice learning experience. Yeah, my landlord didn't even come to fix it. She's like, I had to like Google it, and she goes, "Well, if you can do it," and I'm like, "Really? Are you serious?" She couldn't come up there. I lived on a hairpin turn on a road. It had a hairpin, and if your vehicle wasn't equipped to go through snow, and the hairpin was on an angle, also on a downgrade. So she couldn't get to the place that I rented. It was a little house on stilts. But yeah, she's just like, "Oh, if you can do it, go ahead." And boy, I became a plumber that day. So that held out for as long as my expertise allowed it to. Hey, Raymond. But it was fun though. I didn't have not one bad day there. The deer would sleep next to the house. I'd see them every night. I saw the elk all the time, the squirrel, the woodpecker pecking holes on the wall. Oh, those things were crazy looking. They had white eyes, kind of like my contacts. Can you see them? They had eyes like that, and oh, I loved them. They were little a-holes, but they were awesome. They'll hang upside down and look at you and just like smirk at you and then laugh and little a-holes, but they were so cute. And then up there, when I lived up there, I had a garden on the balcony that was unfinished, and I was growing corn up there and several squashes and some herbs and things. And the little chipmunks would come and they would wipe out my garden. So one year I got smart and I grew a garden for them, and then they left my garden alone because I grew an extra for them. And before I put it up on the balcony, I was growing corn on the ground level on the side of the house, and the elk would come out. They wouldn't even eat it. They would just yank it out of the ground. So I pulled all my planters up on the balcony and planted corn up there. And when they would sniff and you could see them, they knew it was growing up there, and they waited. And when that corn was ready to harvest, I just gave it to them anyways. I just wanted to see the corn grow through all the stages, the natural stages that it should grow before being ripped out of the ground. Yeah, I ended up giving them the corn anyways. I just wanted to watch it grow. These little guys. So that was nice. I lived up there for 3 years till I moved out here to Phoenix. And believe me, it was terrifying with all the noise, the city noises. Going from complete silence where you could hear a pin drop to helicopters, sirens, the sound of the tire tread on the road going back and forth, the crotch rockets, the rice rockets, all of that noise was terrifying. Looks like we need to put some more wood on. So that was my life before the city. I used to ride a quad to work. Oh, sorry about that. Hey, Jessica. Yes, I love a fire too. Isn't it nice? Oh, thanks for coming. I love fire. This is what I want. This is what I want to do with everyone. Just because I think it's like warming the heart. A nice fire. Poking the fire with where's my fire poker? But that's easier done out of a barrel, but I'll poke the fire for you if you want. There's the poker. Sorry about that. Probably easier. That's the only request I'm gonna honor tonight. Don't get all crazy. Ooh. Poke, poke, poke. Poke, poke. I like to be able to see the fire. Pops out, then it's not like the forest is going to burn down. Folks sell it. Yeah, it was nice living in the forest. My dream is to get back there. I'm I'm always looking and dreaming about moving back to California, to somewhere way up in the redwoods. And there's a plane going by, of course. Why is it blurry? But that's like constant all day long, all night long. Helicopters, like 1 to 3 a.m. doing flybys, spotlights. So I'm used to it, but I'm used to it now. But it's fine. It is what it is. Hey Larry, thank you. Oh, I love a fire. I don't know anyone who doesn't love a good fire. Oh, I think they love fire more than anyone. Oh, ha. It's like they train them how to do that. But in a safe way, Moggs, in a safe way. Totally safe. I'm not trying to burn down the planet. Oh, that Backdraft movie, that was crazy. Even the sound effects in that was crazy. It made it sound kind of monstrous. How long can you do these lives for? I don't know. I've just does anybody know? Oh, okay. Thank you, Maggie. Till the battery died. Oh, you know what? I don't even know what my battery. Okay, I got 57%. Thank you, Judy. I love it. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I don't ever see anybody but Mike doing the fire. I just love it. We when I lived on the mountain, my neighbor, she was really cool. We would do dinners and we would rotate. Um, every week I would cook at my house or she would cook at her house, and we had another friend come over. And this particular week, it was dinner at her house, and she was at work, and we were waiting for her, so we brought all our fixings and things, and I was lighting the fire, and she she had a fire pit. She had a two-story house, and the fire pit was on the lower level on the cement, and if you look above that, you're looking at the below the floor of the top level. So I put wood in this fire pit, and I think I added a little too much gasoline, but as she was pulling up, I was lighting the I was lighting the fire, and the flame went all the way up to the roof of the top level, you know the under the floor, and she pulled up. She's like, what the HELL, and I was laughing so hard. It was so funny because it was like perfect timing. It was so funny, but nothing burned. I didn't damage anything on her house. It wasn't, you know, I didn't do any, I didn't damage their property or anything. I wasn't trying to. Oh, now you tell me. That's how us folks do it on the mountain. But yeah, just a little too much gasoline. At least I don't pour it while it's still on fire. Real men do it. Yes. Those were good times. Oh my gosh, up there you could see the Milky Way at night. No light pollution. You could see the clouds in the Milky Way. It was so clear. I miss that. Up here in the city, I think I can count like 9 stars usually. Maybe 12 if I'm lucky. I don't think I've ripped an eyebrow off. Have I? I gotta think about it. Probably some arm hair. What? You heard, Raymond? Tell us the truth. Yes, yes, the bangs. I have burnt bangs. Yep, that's. I will own that. I will own up to that. I'm gonna get. Yeah, and it smells awful, doesn't it, Maggie? You did, Raymond. Oh. I'm getting antsy. I'm getting antsy. I need to get out of the house. I really want to go to Williams and check out those spots. I left some gifts out there, and I want to see if they've been removed or relocated or even if they're still there. I'm getting so antsy. I took some marbles, some really big, beautiful blue marbles, deep blue. And when I was out at the coast this summer trip, I found a bunch of sand dollars on the beach, so I collected a few, and so I left a sand dollar and a few marbles out there. I actually hit one of the sand dollars high up because I realized that that trail where one of the structures was at it is frequented. So I hid the sand dollar high up in a tree, and I mean you got to be tall to find it. You got to be looking up. You got to be very observant, and most people aren't. They're just back there, walking their dog or doing other things, strange things, crazy things. You've never seen one, Maggie? Oh, you want some? I'll mail some to you. I have extras. Oh, sweet cornbread? That's nice. I'm gonna take, someone mentioned recently about the Mary Jane, leaving that as a gift. I think I'm gonna roll a few of those and leave them in a spot. I mean, is that stupid or like how are they gonna light it? Like with their, I mean, I know they have their abilities, so maybe that's I'm thinking too much about it, thinking too deeply into it. They'll just like I don't know. Or should I leave a pouch? Or I guess it's whatever comes to my mind. I'll do that. 50 cents. Gummy. Oh no, Judy, that's horrible. Oh, that is horrible. Really? Why wouldn't they make it through customs, Maggie? They're not a liquid or a powder substance. They're solid, very delicate. I'll research it. I'll research it. Let's see. It's not like a seed or anything. Maybe I could hollow out a book and slide it in there like they used to do in those prison movies. Hide their shank in there. Excuse me. See? be like, oh, it's just a book with a round bookmark in there. Oh, a pouch, Michael? Michelle, I'm sorry, Michelle. My eyes are blurry. These contacts are drying up. Oh, Raymond wants the pokey. Raymond likes to do the poke. You like that, Raymond? You like that? It's so bad. That's horrible. Sorry. Oh, you're welcome, Mike. Thanks for coming in. It's not. I love a fire. That night I was out on the beach. I was metal detecting. I was out there for like 3 hours, and I kept looking over towards the parking lot. There's a bunch of burn barrels, actually burn pits, with cemented benches that you can sit, and you could light the fire pits there and just sit there. I kept seeing fires over there. I was like, God, I really want to go over there. And I finished up metal detecting, and I put my equipment away. And I thought, oh, I don't know. Maybe they don't want company. Maybe they just want peace and quiet. But I thought, well, it was my last night there, and I said, you know what? I'll just be quiet. I'll be good. so, so I drove the vehicle over there, parked it, and I approached them, and it was a really nice man and woman, younger, and I asked if I could join them, if they wouldn't mind, and I told them how much I loved watching the fire, and they were so nice. They were like, yeah, and so it was really nice. That's the night that I saw the orb behind that mountain, and it was crazy. I was just in awe with the fire, the waves crashing in, and the wind. It was really, really cool that night. That was a neat experience. Night swimming. I don't know. Aren't you afraid of like jellyfish and things? And even if like the seaweed brushes up against you, that's kind of startles me. Yes, Maggie, I agree. I don't have a lot of friends, only because I've moved around so much, and every time I leave a place, I end up leaving a group of friends behind. But the friends that I'm making now from from like Mog's channel and Brown Dwarf and like SOR is where I started, and Mike's channel, and boy, those are all people that like can actually carry a conversation with you, and with like-minded things. So I mean, I can walk down the street and meet someone. That's no problem. I don't have a problem meeting people, but carrying a conversation with someone, that's the problem, is finding something to talk about. Yeah. I left a good group of people behind in Boise, Idaho when I lived over there. I lived there 9 years. And boy, that's all bunch of really nice, earthy people, very earthy people. But we never talked about Sasquatch back then, or even aliens or UFOs. It was just, I was in my 20s, and it was just, priorities were working, and and playing. Work and play is what we did. We did frisbee golf. We floated the river. I wasn't even kayaking back then. I was just actually bicycling a lot. That's how I got around. It was beautiful through there. And botanical gardens and flowers everywhere. And the whole city was adorned in flowers. There's flowers always, those petunias, all the colors, and those wild cabbages, the purples and the greens. But yeah, I left all them behind, and I had to leave because my father got sick, and so I had to come back to Kingman, and I actually wanted to like have a family there and grow old, and but that didn't work out. So, but I really enjoyed Idaho. It was a beautiful place. Yeah, I mean, I went to two different high schools, so I didn't keep track of. I didn't keep in touch with any of them. Wow. See, I wouldn't even know which reunion to go to. Like, do I go to the one from the sophomore year that I left one high school, or to the one that I graduated from? It's too confusing. Yeah. I mean, Facebook is. I think I do have a couple of high school friends on my Facebook, so that's nice. I get to see their lives and their families, their children growing up. That's neat. See, this is Halloween. It's peaceful. Nice fire. Good people hanging out. There's nothing scary going on. Florida. Ooh. See, that's why I wanted to join the military, Michelle. But I kind of was fortunate, and I was able to travel anyway. So good thing. Just being at the right place at the right time. Raven. I've only ever heard voices twice in my whole life, and one was when I was little, and I was playing by myself in the living room, and I heard a female call my name, and I looked around, nobody was there. So, and then again, when I was older, in my late teens, I woke up to a whole bunch of voices. Like I was in a room of like 50 people all talking like at a dinner or something. So I don't know what that was about. I get used to it now. Is there anybody having a show right now that we should probably be in? Should I hang it up? I just wanted to share the fire. Let me know what you think. If you want to, I don't know what is today. Today's Tuesday, right? Halloween, 31st. Okay. Oh, it said careful. Oh, that's your guardian angel. That's got to be a guardian angel or a spirit guide. Thank you, Raymond. Ooh, I would have threw that in the alley. Screw that. Judy, that's scary. Yeah, that would go, because we have an alley here behind the house, behind that wall. That's where I would have chucked it, right into the alley, and then I would have whipped out the cleansing tools, the black salt, the sage, the palo santo, the ruda, you name it. We used to use pepper tree too, so whip out all the tools. Aww. Smith and Wesson. You kid. Well, you got some holy bullets there, Mugs. Dip them in holy water. I can see that working. Just use a squirt gun. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's awesome, Raymond. That reminds me of that's awesome. And you chose to come back, obviously. Oh gosh. You gave it to somebody else to be horrified by? Judy. Oh, no, that's okay. You did what you had to do. That is so neat, Raymond. My mom told me a story similar to that where she was, well, actually, she wasn't given a choice. She made the choice. But I believe she passed. She passed while either I was being born or my brother. I think it was me because I was the last one. And she said that she passed. She passed over, and she was in a wagon, like a stagecoach. You know, one of those old. She was wearing one of those dresses, like those Victorian old, frilly, fluffy dresses, and she had the reins in her hand, and she was steering the horse that was pulling this wagon. And she said she was going down this road in this wagon, and then she remembered that she had a family and she had just given birth and she had children. So in her mind, she said, well, I'm not ready to go yet. I got kids. And so she said, as soon as that thought went through her mind, the horse literally screeched to a halt and turned around, turned the carriage, the cart, whatever, the stagecoach around, and started going back the way it was, the way it had she had came. So, and then when she came back, she was above the doctors watching them removing her appendix after they while she was opened up, and they were telling each other, well, since we have her open, we might as well take her appendix. She doesn't need it anyways, and then we can charge her for 2 surgeries. So that was my mother's experience, and when she woke up, when they brought her back out of the anesthesia, she said, "Hey, I was watching you guys, and you took my appendix, and why did you do that?" And so they were dumbfounded and really shocked that she knew what they did. But back then, this was back in the 70s, so malpractice wasn't looked at like it is now. So they got lucky. Unfortunately, my mother didn't, but she's still with us. I bet, Raymond. Yeah, you actually look at the world differently. I've had a few astral travel experiences, and nothing is the same anymore because none of that stuff is taught anywhere. These are things that you got to learn on your own, and there's no teacher that magically appears. These are deep things that are learned within, and I'm still trying to get to that place. That was an amazing story, Raymond. Thanks for sharing that. Those things are miraculous. They're just, they don't tell you about this stuff growing up. They don't even tell you how to deal with it. I guess it'd be nice to kind of be prepared, at least kind of have a little info. But oh no. Yeah, I'm hearing that more and more about the doctors prescribing their drugs like candy. You know, if you have the energy, just research your symptoms. And what I did with my mother is all the medication she was on, I researched it all. And then I found the alternative for that medicine, which is in the form of food or herbs or anything that you're going to be putting past your lips. And I was able to get her off of 7 of her medications like that. And I even told her, I said, "Mom, this is a trial, okay? If you want to trust me and trust my research, then let's try this." And sure, we did. And so she had kidney failure. She has diabetes, high blood pressure. She had pancreatitis. She had all of that. Pancreatic, not cancer. What was it? Liver failure, kidney failure, high blood pressure. Anyways, all of that stuff. So I was able to get her off of 7 of her medications. She was on like 13, 14 medications. A lot of them were like the stupid little aspirin things, the little, I don't know, they were just ridiculous. where she could be taking cinnamon instead, or some chili powder, or chili flakes, or honey instead, or ginger, or so pancreatitis. Yeah, yeah, she had all kinds of stuff going on with her. Her feet were swelling, and she was out of breath, high blood pressure, diabetic. And then eventually we got her to do an intestinal cleanse. Um, and that helped a lot. And the doctors, can you imagine going into your doctor and them saying, "Oh, I thought you would have died by now," or "I didn't expect you to live this long"? You know, these are the things that you don't want to hear when you go to your doctor, and this shouldn't be happening, kind of thing. But that's a whole, it's a whole nother story. It's ridiculous. Yeah, it took me 3 days. I was up like 10 in the morning, and I was up till 4. So all day, yeah. I'd get up at 10, get on the computer, and I'd be all day until 4 in the morning researching till I went to bed. And I'd do the same thing. I did that for 3 days, researching. And plus, you have to be careful because some things clash with, I'm sorry, some things clash with certain medications. Some certain foods, like grapefruit, clashes with diabetes medication. So you got to be careful. You have to cross-reference all of the food with the medication. If you find a food that can replace a medication, you have to cross-reference that with side effects, or you have to like double research the food and the medication. It was complicated, but I got it done in 3 days, and I had a 30-page book for my mother on how to replace all her medications. I like stories like that, Judy, where you prove them wrong. I had a doctor tell me that I would never walk again. I had a really bad accident before I turned 20. Oh, go ahead, babe. I just wanted to look at the fire. Just, you don't have to, don't burn yourself. So, the doctor, I had a bad accident with my leg, and I was driving a moped at a party. Everybody was driving it, and I was like, I want to try it. Never drove one in my life. And I got on it, and I made it down the road. I turned the corner. I went down to the next block, and, well, we were drinking. So it didn't hit me until like that turn, and I made my turn too wide at 35 miles an hour. And all in slow motion. It was either me and the moped were going to go through the residence front window, or be shredded through their chain link fence. So I chose to lay the bike down on the road in front of the house instead. And so that's what I did. And I got up on the bike. I went back to the party. Didn't realize that half my leg was missing. I mean, it's not funny, but below the knee there was like, it looked like a shark bite. It was a huge area that was removed from my leg, and my head. I hit my head on the road, and the skin tore open to the skull over my right eye, and my lip got cut in half, kind of like a cleft lip. Looked like that, and I bit right through my tongue. I had a gash under my chin and on my wrist. So that was really bad. And from that accident, the doctors told me that I would never walk again. So I was put in a cast. After packing that hole for a while, my leg was put in a cast, and I knew some people. I felt like I could walk. I wanted to walk. I didn't like that. So I knew some people in a corner house that were selling some Sybins, and I was like, I had an idea. Because I know that those take out all they take away all of your pain, your pain receptors. So I went and got me a nice hefty bag, ate them all, jumped on a bike. Well, I cut my cast off and walked to the house with the bike, got the Sybins, took them, sat on the bike till I could fill them, and then started riding. And I rode all day long until till nighttime. So this was around maybe noon until dark. And by the end of that day, I was walking. And that was my own physical therapy done in a day. So yeah, that's what happens when the doctor says you can never walk again. That's what I do. I won't. Thank you, Raymond. Yeah, I don't like doctors saying that you can't do something. They got all the credentials, right? I get it. They go 10 years of school. I get that. They earn their place in society where they're supposed to be helping humanity, but it seems somewhere along their journey that they've lost their way. You're welcome, Lulu. Yeah, so that was my my journey with my leg, and I'm trying to I try to eat healthy. Well, I don't try. I eat healthy. I don't eat a lot of junk. So your body's your temple. You got to take care of it. Treat it like your baby. Thank you, Raymond. Yeah, that your story is remarkable. It reminded me of my mother's experience, and there's no book, there's no instructions to tell us, hey, this is what's happening. This is what you could do. Nothing. Yeah, it seems that way, huh, Raymond? What time is it? Let's see. I got 9:56. Okay. Yeah, and I was really trying to get into the military, but I have flat feet, and I was gonna just try to breeze in there without them knowing, because you can walk on the edges of your feet, and it won't show that your feet are flat if they're wet. But my uncle had flat feet, and he was in the Marines, so I figured if he could get in, I could get in. But I'm kind of glad I didn't get in. I really wanted to just do the traveling and play with guns for a little bit, but I really like the traveling part. They scared you? They scared you into paralysis, Judy? Good night. Good night, Michelle. Sleep well. Thank you for hanging out with us. I'm probably gonna close it up here soon too. I'm gonna go see if there's a Halloween show on right now. See if I can catch some more costumes. Yeah, I want to hear more of that story, Judy. I mean, that story, I'm sorry, that experience. Oh, you were already paralyzed in the hospital and their their demeanor was scary? Was scaring you? Oh, you're welcome, Maggie. And I will research that sand dollar and see. You're in where, Australia, Maggie? I'll see if I can send you a sand dollar or two or three. I don't mind parting with several that I have. Okay, okay, I'll research that. Yes. Okay, so are we agreeing to close up shop tonight? Oh, thank you. This was nice. I wish we could all hear each other. That would be even better. All sitting around a fire. We'll do it again. I enjoyed it also. It's nice to talk to you, everyone. It's really nice. Okay, I will. Good night to you and God bless you too. Thank you. Thank you for hanging out. It's really nice. I don't know how to stop this now. Okay, I'll figure it out. Let's see. Uh, thank you, Mugs. Mugs, how do you stop your live? Can someone instruct me how to do it? I see circles on the screen. I see a chat bubble. I see an icon of a camera. Good night, Stevie. Dashing Stevie in her costume tonight. Red button. Okay. I only see the only thing red on my screen is the word that says live. Is that the button? There's an X at the top right. I'm on my phone, so let's see. Start pushing buttons till one of them works. What's this do? No. What does this do? There's no red button. Push everything. Okay, you said. What does that do? Are we still here? Oh no. Seriously, there's no red button. What does this do? Oh, okay, I found it. It's the X, Mogs. Got it. Good night. Good night, everybody. See you in a chat room soon, hopefully, somewhere. Happy Halloween!